And welcome back to Dobie Derps, Fallout New Vegas. Almost forgot to start the video again. I've been very forgetful recently. Anyway, I just came back to dummy here. And I remembered about it before I actually chose anything, so here we go.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do these technologies have information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your answer isn't filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Why did you have me get them if you don't know how they would help?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, huh? I'll figure it out.
Science 65. Antenna focuses brainwave patterns. Antenna at any chance it was damaged or broke before the X2 or broke the X2 array once removed. With the suit's dampening abilities, allow me to sneak into the forbidden zone. Okay, lockpicking now. That one.
So you're saying it's the X2 array, not the antenna I should be examining. That was most likely my plan, yes. Let me check something. Of course, I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
So I go after him then?
The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Right. Go get him, dummy. Come on, you two. You're embarrassing. You getting up? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope, that didn't work. There they are.
Tail locking on.
For Queen and
You won't escape me. Go, my minion. Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius. You won't escape me. Go, my minion. Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius. You won't escape me.
No, this isn't going too well. I think when I get back to the Mojave Wasteland, I'm definitely going to have to see about upgrading my firepower. Where are my bots? Well, that's interesting. Oh, come on, dummies.
Attention visitors. Combat experiment in progress. Please put on your goggles and take your rad X now. The X-42
Oh, wow.
is alive! Awaken my pet! Initiate your search and destroy protocol in the name of all that is Mobius!
You guys just might want to sit this one out. X-42 Giant Robo-Scorpion Test Log. The Saturnite armor plating on the giant Roboscorpion has exceeded expectations, mostly. While it is virtually impervious to small arms fire, the sonic emitter that Parsons brought in managed to fry several of the prototype subsystems. We'll have to look into improved EMP shielding for the next prototype. On a more positive note, the prototype's new atomic laser is performing admirably. Some residual radiation is left behind after the weapon discharges. It may be necessary to requisition more radiation suits and meds as precaution. Target drone effectiveness log. The consistent improvements to the giant Roboscorpion has rendered the Protectron models we've been using as hostile communist forces largely ineffective. At this stage, they're little more than distractions. Activate target drones.
Oh, it looks like the target drones got activated and... Oh, how cute. Crush them with your pincer to giant Roboscorpion. Let's see the shrapnel fly. This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you. Let's make this sporting.
Well, I'm attacking it. Go, good dummies. Go get it. You're not going to get it.
X-42.
Finally!
In the name of Mobius.
Well, that didn't take very long. Backup generator log. The new atomic laser is putting on an incredible strain on the giant Roboscorpion generator. Damn thing shut down right in the middle of weapons testing last week. I pushed for reducing the laser's output by 25%. Instead, they slapped a backup generator into the Scorpion. Dangerous, if you ask me. The system weren't designed to handle the power from two systems at once. And if some rookie tech fires up the backup generator too early, oh well. Wrong button. Activate backup generator. Activating the backup power at this stage can damage and destroy the prototype. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Oink.
Beautiful.
My God! I had hands out.
Crush them with your pincers.
Finally, 12 gauge shells. Jeez.
pitiful.
Well, dummies, go get it.
Oh, yes! It's all beautiful.
You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius.
Yeah, I can. I haven't been hit yet. Famous last words.
Crush them with your pincers. Yep, these things are all limited range. You guys, you're supposed to be attacking the Robo-Scorpion. How did I get the cowardly robots? Okay. New target, X-42 giant Robo-Scorpion. This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you. You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius. You can't avoid the deadly...
Fix it. Oh my god. Oh. Yes, I'm getting rid of the robots. Oh, unlike the Protectrons, those guys actually shut down completely. Recalibration. Oh.
Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Would you care for a mentat?
Sure.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-orific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I expected.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
I just had yeah, exactly. I want my brain so I can leave.
Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely. Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentats.
I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Or maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
I can fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception... Or, I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
I'm curious about some things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
Okay, tell me about your roboscorpions.
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
It sounds like you built the roboscorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Everything you told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
So you reprogram their names as part of the recursion loop. What, to trap their processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
A recursion loop is designed to prevent the flow of information, so...
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan 9s in place. But I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan 9s in case the 7s fail.
What about the 8s?
Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
If you lobotomize the think tank, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
There are other visitors, though. Why am I different?
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
A cranial injury from the attack outside good sprints.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
Something's causing some severe lag in my system. I'll try to muscle past this. I'll save. I'll see if I can figure out what's causing it. So if I don't get my brain back in my head, I can't leave ever. Oh, come on. Come on, computer.
Oh, no. I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere. Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you?
No, I don't want to kill him. But I can't control the fracking computer.
And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Time for me to go. Goodbye.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Oh, it seems to have cleared up for the time being. Actually, we're nearing the 40-minute mark, so I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to root around on my computer and try to figure out what's causing all this. And next time, we'll talk to my brain. Which sounds kind of weird. Bye-bye.